I'm pretty excited, and you know why.
Oh, yeah.
Because my first guest tonight is a legendary entertainer you know from his stand-up and, of course, from that show of his. He's now appearing throughout this month at Radio City Music Hall. Please welcome Mr. Dave Chappelle.
Thanks, guys. That's very nice. That's very nice.
Thanks for being here.
Man.
Good to see you.
Absolute pleasure. I don't know why. I got, like, nervous when you did that.
Well, you're doing a residency at Radio City Music Hall for 14 days in August, right? You've already done your first show.
Well, actually, I think as of a day or so, it will be 16.
16, so you had 2 more shows.
Yeah, we had 2 more shows. Solange is joining us. Yeah, it's going to be a great lineup. Usher's joining us, a bunch of people.
Well, you got to imagine this is what the sound is like at Radio City Music Hall, but times 10, because it's 4,000 people in there.
Now I'm nervous again.
Well, thanks for being here. What's on your mind? What are you thinking about?
I've been thinking about these shows. You know, the reason I'm doing this residency is it's a personal thing. It's like it's my 30th anniversary in comedy, and as you well know, this is a heck of a business to survive that long. Like, you know, I really didn't think I'd make it that far.
What do you think would happen?
I actually, to be honest, I thought I'd do much better than I did. But
well, we thought you were gone for a while.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny? Okay, so the whole time nobody saw me. It wasn't like I wasn't doing anything. I existed. I was just not on the big stage. I was not under the hot lights.
Okay. No, you were working out, is what you were doing. Look at this is. I don't need to show. And look at this is what you. This is you now. In case this didn't give it away. May I touch you?
Oh, please,
May
would
I
you
touch
please?
you?
Look at
What's
that.
Going
Look
on?
at that stage.
What is that? Are you so famous that you need to be your own security detail? Why did you? What led you to the pumped, ripped, fully shredded, and exploded Dave Chappelle over here? Because you didn't always have the beef.
No, it was an accident. It was a sequence of events. Step 1 is I got married. And, you know, marriage comes with snacks and naps.
If you're lucky, yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, I'm a lucky guy. And then after that, it was like, when I quit the show, I was just like stressed all the time. So I just started.
Wait, stressed from having quit the show? I thought the show was the stress.
No, the fear of poverty is a treadmill.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I know, sure.
Yeah. Sure. That'll keep you pushing, you know. So, and I was just playing clubs and stuff. So I just started working out to alleviate the physical symptoms of stress. And then it just took a few weeks before someone would be like, Dave, you look good. Do I? And after that, I was off to the races.
Well, so 30th anniversary of doing comedy. What do you think of the state of comedy now? I mean, what have you seen change from age? How old were you when you started?
I was 14.
14?
Yes.
Your mom let you go gig at 14?
Oh my God, she said take me in the beginning.
Like to clubs?
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. And then after the show, I can't even really say it on television, she would critique my act on the drive home, which was a very long ride. You don't want to hear your mom say, like, those jokes need to be cut and all that stuff.
Okay. All right, but let's be fair. Was she right? Did those jokes need to be cut?
I'm eating them jokes today, buddy. No, she was wrong. I mean, listen, she was right in the sense that it's gross.
What?
It's gross to hear a teenager talk about that. But, you know, I thought that was what it was when I was starting. I didn't really have anything to talk about because I hadn't done anything yet. But from her perspective, I imagine you know, this is like 87 in DC, crack epidemic. There's so many bad things that I could have gotten into that she was like, well, if he's doing this, at least I know where he is, at least I know who he's around.
Where's there like drugs and alcohol at these clubs? Like, were people in there like tempting you?
Oh, no, it wasn't tempting because there was like dudes having cocaine nosebleeds and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So I never really got into like the drugs of it. The worst habit I picked up was probably smoking cigarettes.
Do you still smoke?
Yeah, just moments before I came out here.
You said you hosted SNL, I think the weekend after Trump was elected.
Right.
Is that true? Is the timing right there about that?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the Saturday after that Tuesday.
And you said, sort of famously at the time, you said, like, we got to give this guy a chance. Okay, which I agree with. You got to give a guy a chance, but not
especially
an inch.
Right. This is very true.
Okay, so now we're 7, getting on 8 months in. How do you feel about the chances that he's been given? Do you still want to give him a chance, or have you given him all the chances he's going to get?
It's not like I wanted to give him a chance that night.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not criticizing that you said that. I think it's a really good impulse. But how do you feel about the guy now?
You know, listen, man. In the last 6 months, I think we're all getting an education about the presidency. I don't know that I've ever heard in just popular discourse people discussing ethics this much. And I didn't even realize how ethics were necessarily supposed to work at that level of government. And he's putting all this stuff on the forefront.
Well, nobody really talks about oxygen until someone's got their hands around your throat.
Very true. But if you remember in that monologue, in that Emmy-nominated monologue, let's hear it. I think the episode was nominated. But it's what they call it, the ugly Emmys, where they just send it to you in the mail if you win. Like, I don't...
The schmemmies. We call those the schmemmies.
The schmemmies. But the beginning of the monologue, I contextualized it because I feel like a lot of white Americans finally got to see what an election night looks like for many black Americans every cycle.
Oh, the shock.
Yeah, I didn't mean
How
the shock
could this
of it.
happen?
Well, yeah, the shock of it was just like, come on, man. It was like, come on. This is how traction works. I think it speaks to how effective Obama's presidency was.
How traction works, you said?
Yeah.
What do you mean traction?
That Donald Trump's the other foot. Good foot, bad foot. Good foot, bad foot.
Oh, I see.
I think we're making moves. I think he's going to make a more informed and better voter. I think that, you know, people will figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. He's a polarizing dude. He's like a bad DJ at a good party.
We got to take a little break. We'll be right back with more Dave Chappelle. Everybody stick around.